Happy Thursday, Rockers. I'm Jake Kostrov. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you. It is October 24th, 2019. Weather watcher Kyle Ryman will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day. We'll be checking out the annual Rutgers Big Chill 5K run. Later on in the show, we'll interview Amit Ganguly, president of the Rutgers Running Club. We've got tons to get to. Let's wake up, Rutgers. Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this chilly Thursday morning. And as always, we're here to wake you up every Thursday morning this semester with all the exciting news, events, and weather. We got plenty to get to. A jam-packed show, just like we always do on Thursday. The rotating campuses continue. We're back at the Yard, right here in the study lounge, right next to the Sojourner Truth Apartments, on what is a gorgeous but really cold day out in New Brunswick. Walked outside this morning. I had to go turn around right back inside, change my jacket. It feels like we skipped right from fall into winter. We're not even at Halloween yet. I'm not ready for the holidays, late December, winter break. It's not that time. But if you are looking to get stuff done over winter classes, registrations open. Don't forget spring registration starts a week from Sunday. It always feels like Rutgers is way ahead of the curve when you're talking about your planning. I feel like we're just still getting settled into the semester, but here we are into week 8, towards the end of week 8, almost week 9. Time flies, when you're having fun. But we're finishing up midterm season, week 8, as I said, heading into that second third, into the final third of the semester, where everything seems to be getting back to normal, right? Everything is settling down. You were stressed out with midterms. Well, you're not anymore. Odds are you had them already. So you can relax, take a load off, enjoy Halloween, and get ready for Thanksgiving coming out in about 4 weeks from now, right? 4 weeks from now sounds about right for when Thanksgiving is, my favorite day of the year. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. Just to get a little bit ahead of myself, we're going to talk a lot about the Big Chill, one of the biggest events from the Rutgers Running Club. You heard earlier that we're going to talk to the president of the Rutgers Running Club a little bit later on in the show. But before we get to the rest of the show, let's see how much you know. When is the Big Chill Run? We'll find out the answer after this. Want to get away from the stress of school but can't get off campus? Well, fear no more. Located right in the middle of the Livingston Student Center is the Rutgers Zone. Between the racing games, sports games, and a bar full of food and ice cream, there's never a dull time. It's the perfect place to kick back, relax, and hang with your friends. Or, if you're a part of an organization, host your next event. The Rutgers Zone is open from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. from Mondays to Wednesdays, 12 p.m. to midnight on Thursdays to Saturdays, and 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sundays. To find out more information about the Rutgers Zone, visit studentcenters.rutgers.edu/Rutgers Zone. Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, when is the Big Chill Run? Now it's time to find out the answer. The Big Chill Run is taking place on December 7th, 2019. Participants have grown exponentially since the race was first conducted. Thousands of people between the ages of 5 and 78 walked or ran through the streets of New Brunswick early on a Saturday morning in order to bring toys to the children who live in housing provided by the city of New Brunswick and Franklin Township and a number of other charities where children are in need. According to CompuScore, the Big Chill has become the largest 5K in New Jersey and is considered by many to be one of the best conducted races in the tri-state area. The Big Chill is one of the main features here at Rutgers. We've talked a lot about the other charity events that they have, Dance Marathon, which is a little bit ahead in April. We talked about the Scarlet Day of Service back in September. Well, Well, the Big Chill's right there, right in the middle of those two, where people bring toys. It's that giving time of year where you give toys, you give money to donation to charities, that give that stuff to children in need. You make someone's life a little bit better, and you stay in shape. You train for the run. You go out there. You wear your hat, your gloves, your earmuffs, your jacket, and you run through the streets because, yeah, it's cold, but it's for a good cause. And it's cold again today. So just to find out how cold it's going to be, we're going to have to throw it over to my guy, Kyle Ryman, with the weather.
Thanks, Jake. Good morning, Rutgers Weather Watcher Kyle Ryman here waking you up with your Thursday morning forecast on this edition of Wake Up Rutgers. Starting things off with the current readings right now, 43 degrees right now with sunny skies. 42 dew point brings the humidity up to 98%, even though it doesn't feel that muggy outside. We have winds light and variable and no precipitation in the last 24 hours. For your headlines for today, going into the rest of your work week, seeing a beautiful day today, giving you a game day forecast, and we're going to see sun or showers for next week. I'll talk about that with your 7-day forecast. Right now, for the current radar, nothing across the northeast except some scattered clouds making its way through portions of western Pennsylvania and New York as well. Now for your future cast for today, going to the rest of the day, going into tomorrow, nothing at all up until tomorrow afternoon, where we get some scattered clouds moving through the region, followed by some scattered showers just to the north of New Jersey around 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. So keep that in mind for your evening commute for tomorrow. Now, more about today. 68 degrees as your high with winds coming from the southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunny conditions for today. And going into your evening forecast, clear conditions with 41 as your low with winds light and variable. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because in a little bit I'll give you a 7-day and game day forecast. I'm Weather Watcher Kyle Ryman. Back to you, Jake.
Well, I talked about earlier that I had to turn back around and grab a new coat because it was so cold. Well, now it's looking like I'm going to have to even change out of my sweater. 68 degrees doesn't seem like sweater weather to me. A gorgeous day here in New Brunswick, and a sunny one at that. Make sure you go enjoy it. But don't go anywhere. We got our news and events and an interview coming up after this.
Sometimes, we all need an escape from the hustle and bustle of the busy New Brunswick lifestyle. Thankfully, just down Riders Lane, there is a serene escape. For many, Rutgers Gardens is one of the university's secret treasures. It is a 180-acre botanical garden made up of a variety of different natural areas, so there's something for every nature lover to enjoy. The gardens contain tons of beautiful natural backdrops. These include the bamboo grove, succulent garden, a variety of flower gardens, and an evergreen garden surrounding the Great Lawn. Or, if you want your visit to be more active, you can take a hike through the Hellier Woods on the 2-mile trail. All these sites are great for a relaxing getaway or to snag some post-worthy pics. If you are looking to visit the gardens, they are open 7 days a week, October through April from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., and then May through September from 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. For more information, visit rutgersgardens.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Well, here we are, into the heart of the show, our news and events. So let's hop right in. Terrell Barnes, a 2014 Rutgers graduate, landed his dream job in the NFL soon after graduating, but not by playing on the field. Barnes is currently in his 5th year and is as an assistant equipment manager with the Minnesota Vikings. In high school, Barnes had always had a dream of playing on the field. Soon after he came to Rutgers, though, he joined the Scarlet Knights football staff. He worked full-time for 3 years while earning his bachelor's degree, and this experience with Rutgers football reinforced his dream to work in professional football. Barnes sent resumes to several teams, networked with the people he met at Rutgers, and made a lot of phone calls. In the end, Barnes was connected to the Vikings, and a month later, he got the call from the Vikings' head equipment manager. What started as a temporary gig soon became a full-time job. His duties for the Vikings include setting up and breaking down field equipment and assisting with the upkeep of the locker room. For away games, he helps pack up trucks and headed to the airport. Then, at the game site, he helps set up. Just 1 year after getting his degree, the Rutgers grad already had his dream job. And we highlight so many alum who are able to excel with the experience that they got from Rutgers in the professional field. But we can't forget that so much is also happening right here on campus. Led by the Rutgers Institute for Healthcare Policy and Aging Research, a new collaborative was awarded a $3.6 million grant from the National Institute of Health to incorporate New Jersey older Black, Hispanic, and Asian adults in research. According to research, New Jersey ranks among the top states in the country for overall health, but is also among the worst in health equity. Therefore, the collaborative will bring minority adults in research to create innovative solutions to help improve health equity in New Jersey. Specifically, researchers who are interested in cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and dementia, mental health, and health policy can recruit minority adults in their health studies. Well, that's just some of the stuff that Rutgers has been able to accomplish, some of the stuff that alums have been able to accomplish in recent news. Well, here are some of the events that Rutgers is having later on this weekend. Join Rupa on a trip to watch the acclaimed Broadway musical, Tootsie. This comedic musical tells the story of a talented but difficult actor whose reputation forces him to adopt a new identity in order to land a job. The event will be on Sunday, October 27th, and the bus will leave from the College Ave Student Center at noon. The show begins at 3 p.m. You will be back on campus approximately at 9 p.m. The cost is $55, which includes transportation and show tickets. Make sure to check out getinvolved.tix.com to enjoy the show. And $55 for a trip into the city and a Broadway show, no matter where the seats are, that's going to be a good time. And Tootsie is one of the best Broadway musicals out there right now. You have to be sure to check it out. That's on Sunday. Plenty of events coming up this weekend as well. Do you want to have a spooky fun time with your friends? Well, at the Livingston Student Center, there will be a late-night Halloween takeover event. Come participate in zombie laser tag, drink spooky mocktails, take pictures at the zombie photo booth, and make your own Bury Your Fears coffin. There will even be a costume contest at 10 p.m., so make sure you come early. The event will be tomorrow from 9 p.m. until 1 a.m. Now, zombie photo booth seems fun. I assume that they're going to Photoshop some zombies in there and make it seem a lot spookier than it is, but it's just the last of a handful of late-night events that have been on campus across all the campuses throughout the month of October, and it's right in theme with the time of the month. But we talked a little bit earlier about the Big Chill, and we're going to talk to Amit, the president of the Rutgers Running Club, a little bit later on in the show. And one of the biggest events that the running club participates in every year is the Big Chill. The Big Chill Run is one of the biggest runs and biggest charity events that Rutgers has every single year. And they've had it for the last number of years. And a couple years ago, we were fortunate enough to go paint the town scarlet. So now we should go paint the town scarlet with Daniela Cardona.
Hello Rutgers, I'm Daniela Cardona, and today I'm here on College Ave for the Big Chill 5K. The Big Chill is a charity race where people can bring toys and monetary donations while also getting a good workout in. Let's go get chilly! How did the Big Chill come about?
The Big Chill started in 2002. Our former executive director wanted an affordable run for students right here on College Avenue campus. So Recreation decided to start a 5K, and instead of a race fee, because the race fees can get very expensive, we decided to have a toy donation instead.
Why is it important to give back to the local community, especially during the holidays?
I think it's very important. It's, the college is right in the middle of a community, and a community that has needs. And it's a great opportunity for them to just give back, do something great around the holidays.
So how many years have you been participating in the Big Chill?
This is year 7 in a row.
This is actually my first year.
Oh, great. And what made you want to come out and participate?
Some of my teammates are doing it, so I was going to do it with them.
What's the best part about participating?
I really like how the entire community, not just like the Rutgers students, but a lot of the surrounding community members come out. I like the spirit that goes on at this race. I run a lot of races. This one has like a lot of fun and Christmas spirit, so I love that about it.
Yeah, definitely.
I really like the toy donation drive, especially when you come to pre-register on like the day before, and you get to see like there's a wall of all the toys that have been donating. I think that's really special.
Just being around co-workers outside of work, meet people, kind of just see everybody get together during the holidays is great.
And when you're running, what goes on through your mind? What keeps you going?
Where is the finish line? That's what goes through my mind. Where is it? Where did they hide it?
Just kind of finishing, honestly, and helping the people that we are here for the run. The donation that we made and being with everyone else.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you had as much fun as I did giving back while getting healthy. Until next time, keep running and painting the town scarlet. I'm Daniela Cardona, RUTV.
Well, it seems like a great event, and they have even more planned this year. I'm sure this year is going to be the best one yet, but I'm not the best one to talk about what it takes to be in the Big Chill, what it's like to be running out there when it's so cold. So I'm going to talk to Amit Ganguly, the president of the Rutgers Running Club, after this.
Hey, did you get your meningitis shot yet?
No, it's been a few years since I had my last one.
Oh, you gotta go. Rutgers is experiencing more and more cases of meningitis every semester, so you gotta keep yourself covered.
Rutgers Student Health is urging all Rutgers students to get up to date on their meningitis B vaccines. Meningitis B is a rare bacterial infection that has symptoms similar to the flu, but if left untreated can become fatal. The meningitis B vaccine is different from the meningitis vaccine required for all students living on campus.
Wow, that sounds really important. Where can I get my vaccine shot?
Good question. There are plenty of options you can pick from to fit your schedule.
You can go to your personal healthcare provider or go to your local pharmacy. You can also visit one of the Rutgers Student Health Centers located on Cook Douglas, College Avenue, Bush, and Livingston. Lastly, there is an on-campus vaccination clinic that will be held at the College Avenue Student Center from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the multipurpose room. As a bonus, all students who get their meningitis B vaccines and update their immunization records will be entered for a chance to win a $500 Visa gift card. Winners will be announced on September 13th, so make sure you set up an appointment and talk to your doctor today.
Wow, man, thank you so much for the help.
I'm just looking out for you, dude.
Hey.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Here with me is Amit Ganguly, the president of the Rutgers Running Club. Thanks for joining me today.
It's great to be here.
So I guess for anyone that isn't too familiar with the running club, what are you guys? What do you guys do?
Well, we're a sports club. You know, we offer weekly runs for anybody that wants to get involved. We also offer competition in the National Intercollegiate Running Club Association, which is sort of like more like high school style meets, cross country, track. We do all that. We also have sort of social events. You know, we get that sort of team feeling. So we'll chill in the dining hall. We'll study at Alex, you know, or sometimes after school we'll rock climb. We'll go to the gym, do fun stuff like that.
How often so you guys obviously have a very close bond, you know, aside from running, but for running, how often do you guys meet?
Well, we meet Monday to Friday. We also have some practices on Saturdays. We meet Monday to Thursday at 5:30 outside the College Ave Student Center, though in today's weather we'll probably be meeting inside. Friday we meet at 4:15 p.m. outside the College Ave Student Center. And then Saturday we meet around 10 a.m. for those weekend workouts. We also sometimes organize independent long runs on Sunday, you know, runner tradition.
You know, who's able to join this club?
Well, anybody can join the club. It's for if you want to just get in shape, get fit, run whenever you want. We have that. There's no attendance requirements or anything like that. But if you want more of that coming back from high school, not at that varsity level, but you want to compete, you want to sort of get involved with that, we do have those races. And in the Intercollegiate Running Club Association, there's actually quite a high level of competition. So you can get really up there if you wanted to.
So it seems like, you know, there can be that high level of competition if, you know, you're a beginner like myself at running. You know, are you still able to join?
Absolutely. You can come out for a run if you want. We have sort of people of all different paces, and usually people will form up groups on the run as it goes along. So, you know, you won't be just alone. And we post the routes beforehand so you know where you're going to.
You know, you're the president of this club here. You're the head honcho. You're the guy. You know, what's it like? What's your favorite part of being the president?
Well, it's definitely not dealing with recreation, but I do. It's sort of a weird thing. I like to see, you know, people coming in, putting in the work, and then especially when we go to meets and races, just having people sort of perform, hit a PR, hit a new improvement, and seeing that, how happy it makes them. It kind of makes it worth it for me, and also I just love running.
So, you know, let's expand on that there. You know, what made you pursue running? Why do you love it?
Well, it's a hard question to answer, I would say. You know, it doesn't seem like something anybody would really enjoy doing. But in middle school, I wasn't that great at soccer. Then they sort of added cross country in 7th grade, so I decided, hey, I was just running around on the field, might as well do that. And I got into it, and it was pretty fun. And then high school, I didn't actually do it freshman year, but sophomore year I got into it. And I kind of met people over the way that were like my, you know, close friends. And I wasn't really that talkative, but after the run, just didn't care, just didn't have the inhibitions. So I kind of just got out my shell, and that sort of helped me meet more people. And so for me, it's a really big part of my life. And also I just love running.
Yeah, why not? Stay in shape. You get to meet some good friends. Let's talk about some of the events that you guys, you mentioned that there are plenty of events that you guys do, just off the track, but also on the track. You guys have anything coming up?
Actually, this weekend we have our regional competition in the Mid-Atlantic, and that's where we qualify for nationals. So Friday, we'll be heading out in cars and a Rutgers van. We'll be going straight to Maryland for our competition. We've got some pretty stacked teams to face up against. Princeton, Penn State, all pretty powerful regional powers. But if we come top 10 overall in the team race, we can make it to nationals in Virginia, and that's our goal. We've got some pretty fast guys. Last Sunday, we went to the Princeton Invitational, very rainy day, I think, if you remember. We actually had our leading man, Marcus, finish in 12th, and our leading woman, Priscilla, finish in 11th. So we're looking pretty good for this season, I think. Hoping to get some big PRs, hoping to get that 10th place finish, get qualified for nationals.
And best of luck to you guys. So we've talked a lot about the Big Chill on the show today, kind of looking forward to December, a little bit of a month from now, 5-6 weeks. I know the running club, that's one of the biggest events that you participate in. I'm sure you've done it before. I haven't. So as someone who has, what's it been like for you running in it? What does it mean to you? How big of a deal is that?
Well, I've actually ran and volunteered in it, but in terms of running, I would say it's one of the only real 5Ks we get to run in the season because the NERCA races are 8K for men and 6K for women. So it's really nice to sort of get back to that distance. And, you're doing it for a good cause. You're going in there, maybe you bring a toy, maybe you bring a donation, and you get to see that you're helping people too. And in terms of volunteering, it was pretty fun, just directing the course, watching people just float by, cheering people on. That was great. And if today, or rather this Big Chill, if you're looking for me, just look for a Santa hat and a running club jersey. I'll be there.
Let's talk about you volunteering for the Big Chill. What did they have you do there?
Well, they sort of had you, put the cones, mark the course out, make sure people went the right way. And when sort of very unhappy drivers came through, you had to turn them around, use your personal relation skills to get them to turn around and all that.
You got to be friendly, of course,
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
So shifting it back to the Rutgers Running Club, if anyone's interested in seeing where you guys are going, they want to see what you're doing, what events you have, or if they're interested in joining, where can they go find you?
You can go to rutgersrunningclub.weebly.com, or you could email us at rutgersrunningclub. We'll get back to you pretty soon. You can follow us on Instagram at rutgersrunning, and if you have any questions, just reach out to us.
Great. Well, thanks, Amit, for joining me today, talking a little bit about the Rutgers Running Club and the Big Chill coming up December 7th, 2019. Looking forward to it, as always. Thanks for joining me today.
Great.
Be back after this.
Being a Rutgers student isn't always as sweet as it seems. If you're not prepared, you might find yourself needing some help.
I need help. I can't find my term bill.
Luckily, help is here. Getting to and paying your term bill is as easy as tying your shoelaces.
To get to your term bill, just go to studentabc.rutgers.edu and press the button that says Pay Your Bill. From there, you can log in with your NetID or RUID. The site will direct you to your account summary where you can find your term bill for any semester.
Okay, but how do I pay my term bill?
Great question.
For payment options, just refer to the right-hand side column on your account summary page. It's that easy.
Wow, that was really helpful.
All in a day's work.
What a great spot there with Amit Ganguly, the president of the Rutgers Running Club. Moving along with this show here, we talked a little bit about the weather today. It's cold now. It's going to get nice later. Hoping the weekend's going to hold out with some rain and give us a nice fall weekend. I'm going to throw it over to my guy, Kyle, who can tell us for sure.
Thanks, JK. Rutgers weather watcher Kyle Ryman back here with your big picture and game day forecast. Take a look at the regional forecast for today. You expect temperatures across the mid to upper 60s for today with sunny to mostly sunny conditions, except for Syracuse, seeing a lot more clouds than usual in the region. And for tonight's regional forecast, same applies for Syracuse, a little bit more clouds than the rest of the region, but overall, looking at the rest of the region, you expect clear to mostly clear conditions with temperatures in the mid to lower 40s for tonight. Now, big thing for the forecast is for your game day forecast on Saturday, 12 o'clock is your kickoff time against the Liberty University Flames. We're seeing a chance of showers with a high of 59 degrees. Hopefully those showers will blow off just in time for the game kickoff and have some tailgating fun. For your 7-day forecast in the New Brunswick area, today 68 degrees and sunny skies. Going into tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 64 as your high. Take a look at the weekend, though. Saturday, see those chances of showers on Saturday. Hopefully that will keep away from the football game. 59 as your high. 59 again on Sunday with showers throughout the day. And going into the start of next week, partly cloudy conditions with 67, 61 as your high on Monday and Tuesday. And you can see starting midweek off Wednesday, those chances of showers pop back into the forecast again with a high of 60 degrees. That's all I have for here. You can tune in to RUTV channel 23.1 every 15 minutes. Leave a like on our Facebook page. Go follow us on Twitter and use the hashtag RUWeather. And finally, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, RUTV Weather Watcher. I'm Weather Watcher Kyle Ryman. Have an awesome weekend, Rutgers. Back to you, Jake.
Well, looks like a rainy weekend after all. It's not the best, but it's been nice the past couple of game days. Hopefully the rain can hold out for that noon kickoff and it won't get started until, the 4 or 5 o'clock area when everyone's left SHI Stadium. Got to get there for Liberty up on Saturday. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty more Wake Up Rutgers coming up after this.
Hey, did you get your meningitis shot yet?
No, it's been a few years since I had my last one.
Oh, you gotta go. Rutgers is experiencing more and more cases of meningitis every semester, so you gotta keep yourself covered.
Rutgers Student Health is urging all Rutgers students to get up to date on their meningitis B vaccines. Meningitis B is a rare bacterial infection that has symptoms similar to the flu, but if left untreated can become fatal. The meningitis B vaccine is different from the meningitis vaccine required for all students living on campus.
Wow, that sounds really important. Where can I get my vaccine shot?
Good question. There are plenty of options you can pick from to fit your schedule.
You can go to your personal healthcare provider or go to your local pharmacy. You can also visit one of the Rutgers Student Health Centers located on Cook Douglas, College Avenue, Bush, and Livingston. Lastly, there is an on-campus vaccination clinic that will be held at the College Avenue Student Center from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the multipurpose room. As a bonus, all students who get their meningitis B vaccines and update their immunization records will be entered for a chance to win a $500 Visa gift card. Winners will be announced on September 13th, so make sure you set up an appointment and talk to your doctor today.
Wow, man, thank you so much for the help.
I'm just looking out for you, dude.
Hey.
Welcome back, Rutgers. While we're winding down yet another edition of Wake Up Rutgers, in case you're just tuning in, here's what you missed. Talked about a Rutgers alum, Terrell Barnes, who works with the Minnesota Vikings equipment staff. Just a couple years out of Rutgers. He's already in the NFL, working in the equipment on a professional level, making the Rutgers name that much better. We know the kind of reputation that Rutgers has around the NFL on the field. Well, here's another example of someone doing it off the field. We also talked about on campus. Rutgers receiving a new grant to help health equity in New Jersey. New Jersey, as the research said, is one of the worst when it comes to health equity. Well, maybe Rutgers can change that. In events, we talked a little bit about a Broadway show that Rupa is taking students to. You can go to getinvolved.tix.com to go claim, I think it was $55 for transportation and a Broadway show. Seems like a great deal, especially for a great show like Tootsie. Make sure you go check that out. Also, the final late night Halloween edition is happening on Livy tomorrow night. I think it's 9 to 1. It's going to be a great time. A lot of Halloween festive. If you want to debate whether or not Halloween weekend is this weekend or next weekend, well, you can get started this weekend regardless on campus with another great event. As for today, it's going to be a gorgeous day, high of 68 and sunny. Can't say the same for the weekend, a little bit chillier and a little bit of rain on Saturday for the game day, but that's just going to be what it's going to be, and hopefully we can head to drier weekends in the future. Well, Rutgers, that'll do it for today's episode. For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu. Follow us on social media by searching RU Network and follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers. We love hearing from you. Thanks again for tuning in and to Amit for joining me. I'm Jake Ostroff. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week.